This message will be for the ladies, all of the beautiful ladies around the world who have known another beautiful lady personally and affectionately in a romantic, loving manner. Yesterday, I celebrated International Lesbian Day, and October 8th is International Lesbian Day. So happy International Lesbian Day to all of the lesbians and women who love women. So if you are a woman who loves women, this message is for you. The world is much kinder and sweeter because of lesbians. Like, I know the world promotes and advertises heterosexual relationships, but I want to focus on what is often hidden in this world, and that is the love between two women. An affectionate love. A love that is an eros love. I'm not referring to an agape love, which is like friendship, brotherly, sisterly love. This is eros love, and this is romantic love. Women who love women exist. And although we're not always noticeable in the world because we live in a heteronormative society and the world likes to focus on heterosexual women and catering to how a man meets a woman and they have a loving relationship and get married and live happily ever after. I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but what really makes the world go round and round is love. And it's undeniable how a woman can really put things together. And that can be her house. She can decorate her house to make it very homey and beautiful and loving and comfortable. But a woman just has a way with people. She has a way of being sweet and tender and empathetic and loving. And she can just make the day better. You could have had a really difficult, challenging day, but you run into this beautiful woman and all she has to do is just look at you and smile. And it's like all of the drama in your day just evaporates. That's the power of a woman. Now imagine two women coming together in a loving, romantic encounter. Powerful. Two women loving each other is a wonderful, beautiful relationship dynamic that often gets ignored. But I just want to celebrate all of the lesbians, and I want to celebrate lesbian relationships. I see you, and I appreciate you, and I ask you to keep being you. Keep loving yourself, keep loving your female partner. And even if the world doesn't show you appreciation, if they don't acknowledge you, if they don't give you credit, if they don't honor your relationship because you are in a lesbian relationship, I want you to know that you are appreciated, you are honored, you are seen. Keep going. I'm so glad that we have holidays such as International Lesbian Day, which is celebrated on October 8th annually, because this represents all women over the entire world celebrating our existence. We need that. We need recognition because we are extremely valuable in this world. Because if we stopped contributing to the world, this world would be absolutely dysfunctional without the touch of a lesbian woman. We contribute to society with our presence. We make things happen. We shape society. We are in the corporate spaces. We are in the homes, the family spaces. We are in business. We are business women. We are faithful women in our church communities. We are dedicated, active members in our neighborhoods, in our community. We exist everywhere. And when you have lesbians coming together unified in a lesbian partnership as lovers, they are a powerhouse. They are a power couple. The LGBTQ plus community is one of the highest consumers in society, meaning we are the ones who keep businesses running and functioning. We buy products. Our dollar counts. Without the contribution of our money, society would not function properly. But yet we live in a world that condemns us, rejects us, overlooks us, ignores us, chastises us, degrades us because we are lesbians or same-sex attracted people. But we could actually start our own empires, and many of us already have. A lot of people who are in very high places, high positions of power, are lesbians, are people of the LGBTQ plus community. And if we did not operate in the world would not function. But outside of business, what we all desire is love. And the world really needs love. That's a quote from the late, great singer Luther Vandross. Arsenio Hall interviewed him once and he said, "Luther, you're always singing about love. Why do you always sing about love?" And Luther said, quote, "Because the world needs love," end quote. And I agree 100%. And even Luther Vandross has been rumored as being a homosexual black man. And he brought us a beautiful musical legacy. And how many people have bought his albums, his records, and went to his concerts to see him perform because he had a beautiful gift of singing and performing. Many same-sex attracted people bless the world with our gifts. And just imagine how the world would be if we stopped loving each other. The world will be in chaos. And there's women who love women. They love being a woman, and they absolutely love loving a woman. And what a disservice and a tragedy that people, they hate to see gay, lesbian, bisexual, and LGBTQ plus people love each other so much that they're willing to go to the highest court of the land, the Supreme Court, to make sure that they're not allowed to get married. They sit up and they picket, and they constantly are always debating what marriage really represents. They're always opposing what they call, quote, gay marriage. Like it's a sickness. Homophobia, biphobia is a sickness that is ever present in society. They want to destroy the love between two people who are of the same sex. But they haven't succeeded. Yes, it appeared they succeeded a long time because the Supreme Court approved and made legal in the United States of America the ability for same-sex attracted people to marry. And many other countries are still fighting to be able to get married, to love someone. And they're not allowed to simply because they are of the same sex. So this is proof that we live in a very sick, twisted society that wants to keep people without love. They hate to see that you love someone else because the other person has the same gender or sex as you. But God created male and female, and he said it was good. So if he made the genders and the sex, who are you to say that it's not good for people of the same sex to be together? And God is the author and the finisher of relationships. God is love. So for you to fight against love, that means you are fighting against God. Well, thankfully, we have women who don't allow society to intervene and interrupt their relationships between women, because love is still happening and love will always happen. And if women stopped loving each other, the world would really be sad. I mean, love is an energy. Love is a spirit. And anytime, if you've ever been around a woman who is in love with another woman, that energy is palpable. It's exciting. It's thrilling. It's intoxicating. It's vibrant. No one really can destroy the intense, insatiable connection between two women who are in love with each other. I mean, when you have the ability and the desire as a woman to love another woman, you light up every room that you walk in. You make the day better. You make the day brighter. And when people are in love, they do good things. And they create things. They're healthier, they're happier, they're wiser. And when they love each other, their love actually rubs off on other people in a very good way. People aspire to be in love when they see another loving couple together. And that's why lesbian visibility is so important. But we live in a world that wants to hide our love. We live in a world that wants to deny our lesbian love and even destroy our lesbian love. And that is what lesbian erasure is. And I'm an author. This societal issue is such a harsh reflection of the world we live in that I wrote a book to address the issue of lesbian erasure. Because I want every lesbian around the world and everybody who knows a lesbian to be able to understand better the perspective of a lesbian. Because if you learn how to appreciate and love a woman who is a lesbian, your life will become better. You see, I've met people who loved me. They just enjoyed my company. They love being around me. They've said very kind things about me. I've heard people say that I'm very generous. I've heard people say, well, you know, my name's Giselle. They say, Giselle, things really worked out because you are here. But these same people, when they found out that I'm a lesbian, all of a sudden, their attitude changed toward me. They started making rumors about me, really mean, vicious rumors, and distancing themselves from me. And when I confronted the person, I was told different things, but the main thing I was told was, oh, you're a lesbian and I don't associate with you because you're gay. But see, before they knew that I was a lesbian, they treated me like I was a queen. Now imagine how they would treat me if I was with a woman in a relationship, a lesbian relationship. They would discriminate against not just me, but also my lesbian partner. So they're going to discriminate and mistreat two human beings in the world just because they're a lesbian. And do you know that one person can make a difference in this world? A really great, beautiful difference in this world. If one person can do that, imagine two people doing that. But the world will turn their back on those two beautiful women because they're lesbians. And when they do that, yes, it's hurtful and painful to the persons who identify as lesbian, but it goes even deeper than it, because you may not see the outcome yet, because you may feel like you've done a good deed by excommunicating a lesbian or a lesbian couple from your company, from your home, from your church, from the neighborhood community. However, in whatever place you did your disassociation with the lesbian or lesbians, it may not seem like a negative impact, but eventually you will learn and understand that the way you treat a person does affect you, and it affects other people. It's a trickle down effect. And society actually suffers when you isolate and excommunicate people simply because of their sexual orientation. Because just like before these people knew I was a lesbian, they couldn't get enough of me. They celebrated me. But as soon as they knew that I identified as a lesbian, things changed very quickly. And it did not turn out good for those people. And although it may initially hurt me, in the long run, I benefited from that negative experience because I turned the negative into a positive. And I used those experiences to strengthen myself, to learn, to become more self-aware, more empowered, more positive. And instead of doing what they wanted me to do, which was either deny who I am as a lesbian, or to be depressed and sad and hate myself, I did the opposite. I loved myself more. And I made sure that I took care of myself. And I became very proactive in my life to live a better life. And now many of those people watch me from a distance. And they regret how they treated me. And that's why I encourage lesbians to keep loving yourself and love the woman in your life. Don't allow anybody on the outside to dictate or disrupt your lesbian loving relationship. Because you're a powerhouse. You are an empire. You are creating a legacy. And the world would not be right without a woman loving a woman. My name is Giselle Wallace. I am a certified gay life coach, an author, and entrepreneur. I do provide one-on-one life coaching. If you would like a one-on-one life coaching session, or if you are in a same-sex attracted couple, I also provide couples life coaching for same-sex attracted people. I can be contacted. My contact information is here on YouTube in the description box below this video. I look forward to hearing from you soon. And don't ever forget that the world would not be right without a woman loving a woman. Same-sex attracted couples keep the world going around and around in love. Thank you for listening.